Charpentier, Travis Reeder in the finals here in New Jersey. Round 4 of the Formula Jet Pro Championship. Rome Charpentier goes that first outside zone. Travis Reeder in tow. Back quite a bit. Can he gain that ground? Travis Reeder lacking a lot of angle, but Rome Charpentier puts it right in the crease. Now Travis Reeder gains the ground. Lacking that angle again. We talked about how Rome Charpentier mimicked the angle of Matt Field. Now coming to that final outside zone. Here comes Rome Charpentier. Travis Reeder on the inside. Contact. Houston, we have a problem.
We got a little bump there.
Yeah, the engine, when I went backwards, I didn't have the clutch in, so the engine ran backwards, and dude, my tack went like over here, and then it's astounding. RPM went the other direction on my tack,
I'm right here.
and then it went like negative numbers.
I'm right here with Rome.
I mean, it spun backwards, but...
Oh, it spun backwards. I just hope it didn't like skip a tooth or smack a valve.
Shouldn't smack a
Because
valve.
when we started, when I tried to
unless
start
the
up,
timing
like,
chain
200
broke or
RPM,
something.
Right. And if the cam load profiles, you know, they're smooth in one direction, then
like
maybe you
cranked it up fast
skip
and
a
floated
tooth on the
it.
chain
Like,
or something.
you know.
Do you have tack signal when you're cranking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not crank positions.
If anything, it'd be better to just pull.
Do you have a compression tester?
We don't, not that I know of.
Yeah, valve looks okay.
I mean, I highly doubt it's got just one side.
Don't crank it.
Come on, just start it. Here we go. All the way.
I think we're good. Let's push it one more time. We'll be good.
Wait.
Hold on. They're adding fuel. Hold on. Hey, you ready?
What?
We have fuel.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, what can you say about Rome? I mean, honestly, put it like this. This puts it into perspective. He won the event, right? All he needed to do was stay in his pit. The car was deemed basically irreparable by our own staff, and they didn't give up. They kept trying to repair it, bump stop. And all of a sudden, we see him go to the line. And I don't know how other drivers would have reacted to that, but I know that there is a temptation to get that win to be on top of the podium. And nobody would say anything. He decides to go to the line and battle it out. And when you put those two runs together, Travis Reeder did honestly get the win. He had a better run the next time around. But I think it says a lot about him as a person, his personality, his commitment to the sport, and just the kind of competitor that he is. And for that, I congratulate him.
There's so many moments in this event, to be quite honest. The one more times, the competition timeouts. Rome Charpentier, his spirit, his attitude, and I will tell you the camaraderie and the respect for mutual drivers was really prevalent and was aware, and like everybody felt it, just that, and everybody wanted to see a good battle. And Rome Charpentier and the camaraderie, seeing all these other teams come over, help him push the car, get it going, get up to the start line, sans the hood, goes for it. Everybody won, man. Drift fans won. Rome got second, Travis got first, but overall, everybody won in the Formula Drift world, man.
So going against Reeder was crazy. Didn't know where he was. I knew he was close. I could hear that thing screaming in my door. Transitioned to 3, felt really good. Got on throttle to dive out of the zone and got smacked right at the very end of it. Tried to hold on to it and just kind of sent the wheel to the left. And then we took the rally line across the grass and hit the rumble strip, went up in the air, went backwards. When we landed backwards, the engine actually spun backwards on the crank, and it was not good. I heard it sounded like marbles or something in the engine. The car died immediately. We tried to fire it back up. SOPA come running out, tried to fire it back up. It started, but it stayed at like 200 RPM. And it sounded almost like a flat crank engine. It was misfiring, it was backwards firing, it would not start. So we flat towed it back in. They checked valve, they checked everything. We had spark, we had fuel, we had all of it. It just was not starting. And we still don't know what actually was wrong with it. We bump started it with a huge group of people behind us, fired it up, it ran, it died again. Bump started again, I just kept it high in the RPM, and then we just made it all the way to the line, just kept it high. So I had to drive a little different because I didn't know if I dropped my foot off the pedal and it dropped RPM, I didn't know if the car was gonna die, I didn't know if it was gonna straighten out and go into him. I just didn't want to put both of us in the wall, and we just I made it the cleanest run I possibly could, and that thing was fast. I saw him wheeling away from me in the lead, so he had a lot of grip out in that thing, and he came out on top. It's awesome. I mean, it's literally a dream to be in Pro 1 and on the podium. I mean, we've been on the podium in Pro 2. It's not the same. Like, Pro 1 coming out swinging and ending up on the podium is not an easy feat to do. We watch these teams and how much they go through and how much preparation they put into the car and all the things that they do. And we're running a 3-person team today because one person's in Indonesia, the other one's in Canada. So we're running a limited team and we're just praying to keep the thing together.